What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Mad Red United, the home of real football talk. And to keep it real tonight, I brought on my guest, and we've got, well, not a new face down at the bottom there. I'm going to come to Aaron first. He has been on the show before. Aaron, how you doing, lad? How's life treating you, pal?
Life's good. When they announced the Premier League was coming back, I was buzzing, mate. I just want to be the 17th right now. Just bring it back, please. Just bring it back.
It's getting closer, mate. It's counting the days, pal. Counting the days. Paul, how are you, mate? You all okay, pal? Obviously, we got the news that contact training's back. It's a good step, and we've now got a date for the start of the season, mate. Excited much?
Back to reality, innit? It's back to a bit of normality, innit? Let's just get it going. Like you say, we're all fed up now. We just want to watch some football.
Exactly. I'm a man at the top, Owen. We got the date we wanted, mate. It's obviously I was wondering why it was going to be the 17th and not the 19th, but obviously we have the games that we missed out towards the just before it actually hit the lockdown, which was the City and Arsenal games against Villa, and I think I can't remember who.
Sheffield
United, respectively. Yeah. So 17th, midweek start, and then we're all kicking off on the weekend. So I have got another guest coming on with me, with us. He's going to join us hopefully in the next 10 minutes or so, and then Aaron's going to shoot off as well. He has to go around about halfway through. So I'm quickly going to go through what I'm going to do on the show tonight. So on the thumbnail there, I've got all fixtures lined up. I'm going to go through every single game that we've got coming in, because I've come out now. Everyone knows what I feel. I've got United down as making the top four easily, and I've got loads of reasons why. I put that across in midweek. So I'm going to now break it down game by game. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to tally up each of you guys and what you think we're going to get in each game. And then I'm going to tally up the total points, what we're going to have at the end going off your results. Bearing in mind, top four on average, fourth place is about 70 points since the Premier League's been going. Although the last 3 years, they've been well over 70 points to get in the top four. For me, I think this is probably going to be a season when top four gets a low score, because we're sitting on 45 right now, 3 points off Chelsea on 48. 9 games to go. We all know the games. I'm going to go through them now. But what brought me to my decision was I'm just looking at the form table for starters. I've got the top 10 in the Premier League right now, the form table. Liverpool are number 1 with 12 points from the last 5 games. Then it's United on 11. I'm looking at Chelsea and Leicester in particular above us. Leicester, in terms of the top 10 in the Premier League form table, they've had 5 points from the last 5 games. They are 7th in the form table out of all them teams in the top 10. They're in 3rd. Then you've got Chelsea, who've picked up 8 points. So that, for me, I'm looking at it, we're the team in form going into it. You can say what lockdown's going to have done and how we're going to come back. We don't know yet. But for me, I still think there's a good vibe going around in the club. And we all heard what I said on Wednesday. So thinking of that, using that, I'm going to come to you all now. I'm going to start with you, Owen, first, mate. First game, away at Spurs. Whether you can call it away and whether you're going to take into consideration that there's no fans at all here. 11 against 11, mate. This is all. It's team against team. It's manager against manager, mate. Who has got the better team? Spurs not in great form, but they've got players coming back. Remember how you see this game go?
If they didn't, if we had played it when it was originally going to be played, I think we all agreed that we'd have absolutely peppered Spurs. I think we'd have won probably for it. I think we could have embarrassed them at their ground personally, and I think it could have been a great result and to embarrass Jose at his new club. But because of the whole situation with the lockdown, and because of who Jose is and how much of a shithouse he is, I reckon I think it's going to be a draw.
Owen's going for.
I think I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. That's what I'd say.
He's nervous. He's nervous to say the least. Paul, how you seeing Spurs away, mate? What you thinking? Spurs have got Son, Kane back. We've got Pogba. We've got Rashford back. So on that side of it, we're pretty level. I think we're a better team. But he's Owen right about what Jose is going to do. Probably the point.
Nail on the head. Everyone knows what Jose's going. We fucking had him manager here. No, we all know Jose's tactics. We're not afraid of that. But there, like I say, I think you can't. I think this is going to be like a start of the season game. You can't judge it. You can't do form. Form is out the window. It's going to be a strange game. It's for me. It's going to feel like a first start of the season again. When you don't know how you're going to start. We hope we start off like an house on fire, but let's see. I think it's a perfect opportunity. It's a perfect team to come back against and play. If we beat Spurs 2-3-0, we're sending a statement straight out. I'm telling you.
So what's the score you're going for there, mate?
5-0.
5-0 United.
Yeah.
Like
really
it,
eager
Paul.
to get back.
Paul,
Fucking hell, Paul. What are you drinking, mate?
Paul,
Yo, man,
Paul is the
vodka
man
Sunday
tonight.
kid.
Hey, right. This seems to people are agreeing. People are really, really confident about this. So,
Yeah,
Aaron,
I believe that.
Aaron, over to you, mate. Jose factor. Players coming back for both teams. Everyone's fresh. Obviously, lethargic. And like Paul said then, we don't know. And it's hard to get match fitness straight away. So, I mean, how are you seeing it? Are you going more cautious like what Owen said? Or are we like Paul? We're really confident, mate.
Actually, I was going to go for what the guy just put in the comments, 3-1. That's what I was going to go for. 3-1 win away. You know what? I'm not really concerned that, Spurs got all of their players back and everyone's fit. If there's one thing that I learned about Jose, it's that this guy doesn't learn from his mistakes. He just doesn't learn from his mistakes. Remember when he first signed for Spurs and he was like, yeah, I learned from my mistakes and I watched some of my games back, my old games at my old clubs, and me and my coaching staff, we sat together and we learned from our mistakes, and he still got slapped by certain teams. Like, this guy just doesn't learn. So I reckon he's just going to do the same thing, park the bus, go on a counter-attack. We're going to suffocate them because all of our players are going to be back. The quality is going to be using all over the pitch. But I agree with Paul that it's going to seem like a training game because the match rhythm that they had pre-COVID-19 is gone. It's done. It's out the window. So everything's going to be like cautious. Oh my God, should I do this? No, I don't want to do too much. Like, do you know what I mean? It's going to be a bit of trying and being cautious at the same time.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. So you're still confident with the win though, Aaron?
Definitely, yeah. 3
points for Aaron. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Next game, and this is one that the Premier League and the police have brought up as a game for some reason that is going to be it's going to entice fans to gather outside the stadium. I mean, I never had Sheffield United and Man United as a big clash, to be honest, but for some reason the police have earmarked this one as a big game alongside the likes of the Merseyside derby.
Or something.
So we don't even know if this one is going to be at home. It's down as a home game, but this could be a neutral venue, which is ridiculous. So is that going to affect your guys in terms of what you think the score is going to be? For me, it doesn't really matter. There's no fans wherever you go. All the pitches are in fantastic condition.
Yeah.
It's just the size of the pitches. That's all you could probably bring into it. But Aaron, I'll come to you first then, mate. Sheffield United. Where are you seeing this one going, pal?
That one's going to be tough.
This is we all know they're a tough nut to crack. Second best defense in the league.
There you go. And logically speaking, we should be more concerned about Spurs than Sheffield. But I'm more concerned about Sheffield because these guys have actually been getting results. Like, it's not like they've been fluking results here and there. Like, they've actually beat teams comfortably. Like, they've got a good squad. They've got a good manager who put a good system in place. And the players are executing that system nearly to perfection. If you look at the way they play every single game, it's the same way. It's the same way, that 3-5-2, and with a centre-back that comes a bit forward. And then one of the midfielders drops deep, and then they rely on their centre-backs to whip in the crosses, and then they somehow score the goals. Like, they're going to be tough to beat. And, I'll go
Come on, mate. A draw.
I'll go for a draw.
Yeah, draw it is for Aaron. Paul, mate, are you like Aaron? I think they've impressed everyone in the first season back in the Premier League, mate. Are they going to be the one that could scupper our sort of chances going in to get top four? Or are you seeing United just being too strong, mate?
No, definitely. You know me, I'm Mr. Optimistic. I think we'll smash it 5-0. But on a serious note, like Aaron said there, you know what? Sheffield United is going to be a tougher game than Spurs. I worry more about Sheffield. They seem to be a lot more disciplined. The players know what they're doing. you think of Mourinho and Spurs, them players have just been sat 8 weeks stuck in their house, and then they've got to go training with that fossil. Oh my God, mate, they're going to be down and out, mate. If they're not on suicide now, wait till they get back to training and see him doing his dinosaur tactics. I'm telling you, that's why, for me, Spurs players won't be mentally ready for Man United. Sheffield United players, I think they'll be mentally ready for us because they've got a good team there, and they've got a good manager. So for me, Sheffield United. I'd take a draw. I'd maybe snatch it 2-1, but I think Sheffield United are going to be a lot tougher game than Spurs.
Yeah, that's it. So you going for a draw, mate?
No, I think we're going to win. I think that mainly because of the way Sheffield United were, they were flowing so well. I think to have a 2-month period off, I think it could properly knock the stuffing out of them, and I think we could actually win this game comfortably. Weirdly enough, as against the grain that might be, I think that Sheffield United, because they've been so well drilled, I think to be taken away from that sort of environment for an 8-week period. I know obviously they're going to get back into it for 3 or 4 weeks, but I think it might take them a while to get back into the flow of things. So I think that Sheffield United could suffer the most out of this and could massively drop down the table. So I actually think we'll win this comfortably, probably 3-1.
This is amazing. This is why I like doing them like this, because everyone's view on everyone's team is so different. It's great how people see it. So pretty much level in terms of what you've all picked so far. So moving on, and Brighton down as an away game. We all know Brighton weren't happy about going to neutral grounds. They've made that quite public, and this hasn't been decided yet, the neutral ground thing. So we're just going to stick with the away, going down to Brighton away from home. I mean, this stadium has been a nightmare for us. Let's not lie. So far since Brighton have been back, we have been dog shit in this ground. Absolutely terrible. But no fans, different ball game. Brighton don't look like they want to be doing this. The manager and the owners and everyone about the club comes across as they don't want to be in this fight. And for me, I don't see United losing this game at all. I don't see a draw. I see United winning it. But you guys, you're the one who's going to decide it at the end of this video. So, Paul, I'll come to you first on this one, mate. Bad news at Brighton for us whenever we've been there recently, but it's different now, mate. It's different. How are you seeing it?
Different kettle of fish, completely different kettle. You go to these little small clubs, your Brightons and that, and the fans get behind them. Them players are putting 20-30% extra in with no fans behind them. Walk in the park, no danger. They've got no fans behind. Like say, these smaller clubs, when your big teams like United come, the fans the fans are up for it. They're seeing the biggest team in the world come. The fans get behind their team. The players they put extra. We know it. We've seen it. The fans get them going, and they put the extra 20-30% in. With no fans there, I can't. For me, I think their heads will be gone, mate. I don't think as soon as we turn up and they've got no fans to get behind them, I think their heads will be gone already.
I completely agree with everything you just said there, mate. That's why I'm seeing a lot of these games and these lower league teams are going to struggle without the fans, and that's why they don't want to fight. But I'm 100% on board with what you said there. Owen, where are you at with this one, mate? Similar to Paul? I mean, we've had bad memories there so far, but surely not now.
Very similar to Paul. Like Brighton's hasn't really been a football town anyway, but like I'm surprised that their fan base has given them that sort of 20-30 extra percent, because really and truly Brighton were always sort of a League One outfit really, and only in the last few years have they've only been the Premiership now. Is it third year? We've lost both times we've been there. I remember watching the first game that we lost in the old Nag's Head. Like I couldn't believe it. We seem to have a bit of a curse with that, with Brighton and Huddersfield. It just seems to just not be our thing. But I think it will help. I think we'll win comfortably there. We should do anyway. Like Bayern are swiping aside the lesser sides in the Bundesliga. I think we should be doing the same. Yeah.
No, I see that. Aaron, you in agreement with the boys, or do you see it going down differently?
No, I agree with all of you. Paul said it very well there. You know, those teams, they need that extra 20-30% from their fans. And the fact that they're not going to have that, they're going to massively struggle, because some teams actually feed off the energy from their fans and don't really rely on their qualities. I'm not going to say heavily rely on the qualities that we have, but that's definitely going to be an advantage. And the fact that everyone's fit as well, oh my God, we could cause some havoc down there.
Yeah, definitely. Aaron's in with the win. That's 3 in a row. Flush. Now, for me, the next one is a banker. Some people have said that, I think it was Alien Tenno who came on with a super chat a minute ago saying that Bournemouth are going to be a tough game. Not for me. It really isn't for me. Bournemouth are struggling right now. I don't know how you guys see it. Aaron, I'll come to you first on Bournemouth, mate, but I don't see anything but 3 points for United in this one.
I agree with you. They're struggling. Again, another team who feeds off the energy of the fans, the fact that they're not going to be there, and the quality is just going to be way too much for them. The quality that we have, even the physicality at some point, I think it's going to be too much for them, and they're not going to be able to cope with it. So, yeah, I can see nothing else but
Yeah. Owen, in agreement, mate?
Yeah, pretty much. I think Bournemouth have been shocking this season. It's been their most shocking season in the Premiership, to be honest. They haven't performed well at all. Brooks has been out injured all year. I don't know if he might be coming back. I'm not too sure about that. He might make a difference, but it doesn't matter about it being at Old Trafford anyway. But it's at Old Trafford, and I think we'll tear them apart 4 or 5-0.
Yeah, it reminds me of that empty stadium at Old Trafford. Remember when we had scare and we had to play Button in midweek, and there was hardly any fans in there. It was like it's going to feel like one of them games. I just feel like Bournemouth are condemned this season. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't even think I need to come and ask Paul, but Paul, just give me your answer anyway, mate.
Same as it, like you say, no straightforward 3 points, surely Bournemouth. It's not going to be like we played them at home this season anyway. I know that. We should be wiping the floors with teams like Bournemouth now.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Okay, next game. So we're coming up to around about the halfway point now. It's interesting because I made the point as well that we haven't got any European games in between these games. So we haven't got the fatigue that we always have at this stage of the season, going 2 games a week. That's a big factor for United because I've seen United buckle many a times on a weekend after a European night, even the Champions League games. But
there is going to be a cup game in there, Adam, though.
There is, but at the end of the day, FA Cup compared to Europa League, different ball game.
Yeah, but it's just another game, though, in terms of thinking about it.
Anyway, the next game is Villa down as away. Villa Park is a fantastic ground for Manchester United. I don't care who we play there. I love the place. Yeah. The memories at this stadium, I can't remember. The last time I seen, wasn't right in thinking, was it Daly and Atkinson 1-0 against United? I think the last time that we got beaten. Oh no, we got the 3-1, won it when Beckham scored, when we got rid of Ince, Hughes and Kanchelskis in one summer in the class of 92. It was the Alan Hansen comment, wasn't it? The last time they beat us.
Never win anything with kids.
3-1. Beckham hit a scream of consolation. I remember it well now. But Villa fighting for everything. Obviously, Jack Grealish, the one-man show, which it has pretty much been. Paul, can you see any threat from Villa at Villa Park? Is that going to be one of them games where, you know what, even the Villa lads, without the fans behind them, are going to be up for this one? Can you see us getting anything less than a win in that? Or is it straight again, confident, Paul, and going all in?
Confident. You've got to be. Come on, we're talking about the Bournemouth, the Villas here. We're talking about the shit of all shit. If we don't come out with 3 points, we don't get full-on points against these teams. I didn't even realise the fixture. I didn't realise how we can we catch Liverpool because our fixtures is pretty easy. Is there any chance we can catch Liverpool here? Because I tell you, we're in for the chance. Mate,
everyone said to me, you're getting ahead of yourself, Adam. But I just looked at the games, and I'm looking at the games and going, win. I'm thinking,
because I tell you, people don't realise no fans are going to play a big factor with us. Yeah, agreed. The Pogbas and that, the Bruno's, they get pressure off the fans. He's not going to have no pressure, mate. You're going to watch Pogba, mate. He's going to flare it. He's going to flare up. No pressure. He's going to be like on a train, dude, where he rips it up. So I think we are going to benefit the most more from having no fans. Because at the end of the day, when we do bad, we all just get on the backs anyway. We know we've all done it. But I think, like you say, with the types of Martial, Pogba, they're going to Florence in this. They are going to benefit from it.
Yeah,
and
true.
then bring them back for when we come. Definitely, because listen, we know the ups and groans when they've done a mistake at Old Trafford. There's none of that. There's none of that getting down. Then there's no one getting into that, so they can just keep their head up. And I think we'll watch him fly. I'm telling you, I think we're in for a good stage of football coming up in these next few weeks.
Good. So Paul's in with a win. Aaron, mate, where you at, pal? You confident as Paul is again?
Listen, I'm going to have to agree with Paul again. I didn't even realise that we had so many weeks.
I know, I did.
I still thought there was a big team in there that we had to play. And I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, top 4 has to be done, surely. If we don't make top 4 with this squad, then serious questions need to be asked, because we can literally roll over these teams, man. It should be an easy one. Win as well for me.
Yeah, Aaron's in. Owen, where you at, mate?
Yeah, I think we will win. I think if we're playing there with fans, I think it's a draw. But because we're there, behind closed doors, Villa Park. Like, I've been Villa Park away. It is a great away there. I think the last away that I remember there was when David Moyes and Tom Cleverley and Danny Welbeck scored. It was one of the weirdest days of my life. But like, I think with no fans there, we should definitely comfortably win. Hopefully Jack Grealish is still pissed from a night out that he's just had or something, and we roll him over 3-4-0.
Yeah, so confident. I'm liking it, boys. This is going well. We're cruising at the moment. Now, next game, it's at home. We take it or not. Again, our record at home to Southampton has been pretty decent, to be honest. And yeah, there you go again.
There's another fixtures up, or are these our actual fixtures? Have
no,
you just put these? These are actual fixtures.
In order, mate. These are our games in order.
I hate COVID-19 even more, mate, because we was on fire coming into these fixtures. Oh my days! And no one know how we're going to react.
Paul, this is why I said I was confident about top 4, mate. I just looked at the games and I went,
I'm gutted.
Southampton at home then, Paul.
I'm gutted.
I know where you're coming from with that, actually.
Mate. You know why? Because did anyone watch you today when we played Southampton? It was on the Sky Sports. Last night it was on League Cup final.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see Ibrahimovic, 88th minute, boom, get in there, running. Fans were going mad. You know what? That's the first time.
Fucking brilliant that day, man.
It's the first time it's proper kicked in with me when I've missed football and I've realised that's not going to happen for a long time. That was the first time you say watching that game. It's really kicked in with me, thinking how shit football's going to be with no fans, because you're not going to get Ibram running to the fans, Rooney jumping on Mourinho, and that's the biggest problem. And it's a killer. It is a killer, but I'll be glad to see it back. But let's get us back to them stadiums. Let's get Ibram running to the fans and the crowd going absolute mental, because that's what makes football. That is what makes football so entertaining. The fans going mad on the sideline when they're seeing a goal. The atmosphere at the stadiums when you're playing a big game. None of that's going to happen, and that's the only downfall. But this run we've got here, oh my days. This is it,
mate. This is why I brought it up.
Mate, I can even beat these. Seriously, mate. We're not getting. We got. I don't even. Who's the toughest game we've got?
It's coming up at the end, mate. I'll tell you right at the end.
Right, 3-0. United Spurs.
All right.
United against Southampton.
Owen next, mate.
A comfortable win again, I think. Southampton haven't been on great form this year. Hassan Huntall's done a decent enough job in terms of, but anyone looked like they would do a decent job after Mark Hughes, because Mark Hughes couldn't manage his fucking way out of a paper bag. In all honesty, like how he kept getting Premier League jobs, I do not understand. But Hassan Huntall's he's a good coach, and he's done all right with them. But I think we should comfortably win the game. But I'd say I'm going to say 2-0.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron, I know you've got to go in a minute, mate. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come the last 4 games now, including this one for you, mate, and see how you feel. So the boys going to get an idea of. Paul's going to know who's coming up then. So give me your Southampton at home, Aaron, mate.
That's going to be an easy win.
Yeah.
Easy win.
Next game is Palace away.
That one's going to be tough because they're well organised.
Good record there, though, mate. Very good record at Palace. We have a very good record at Palace. Sellers Park's a good ground for us.
Scored your best ever goal there, didn't you, Matic?
Did. It was a boomer.
You won and only.
I think it's going to be a late winner type of game. Again, I think it's like a 1-0 or a 2-1.
So we're winning it still. We're still winning it. Next one, I don't even have to ask. It's West Ham at home.
That's a win. That's a win.
And then the tough one, mate. Oh, is it tough when no fans? Going to play more as an advantage to us, but Leicester away, last game of the season.
That's going to be a very entertaining one. I think there's going to be a lot of goals in that one, but I can see us winning as well. I can see us winning.
Aaron going all the way in. Aaron, cheers for coming on, mate. I know you've got to shoot off. I know you've got things to do, mate, but I appreciate you coming on, pal. Take it easy, mate.
Hey, nice to see you, fella.
See you, boys.
See you later, mate.
Yeah.
Right, so that's just us three then. Phil comes in there. I know it's off subject, but you see the Sol Negres tweets announcing his club in 3 days. Interesting that, actually. It's a little bit off subject, but he has just come out a la Hazard. Remember that when Hazard did exactly the same thing?
Yeah.
When he said, I'm announcing my club in a few days. This guy is quality. Absolute quality.
What, has he come out actually and said that? I didn't see this.
Yeah, he put a tweet out and he said, I will announce my new club in 3 days.
Fuck!
I know, mate.
That is proper. Oh,
where's that going?
Am I missing something here? But who the fuck is it?
Yeah, no.
I want the Sanchos. I want the Canes, not Sal Negres. Negros.
Oh, mate.
Sal Negres is fucking quality, man. Honestly,
mate, he is. He's absolutely mustard, mate.
He plays for Atletico. He's mid.
What position?
Centre mid.
Centre mid, mate. He's mustard.
He's fucking. Oh, he's honestly.
We really need a centre mid, though.
Oh, this is it. If Pogba stays, then maybe. But
we got Vim, we got McTominay, we've got Fred.
Fuck it! What? Why can't we have Why can't we have 6 quality midfielders? That's what we should have as a club of United standard.
It depends what formation he's going to play.
We're going to be playing a 4-3-3, likely.
We'll see. Let's see. Hopefully,
maybe 3-5-2.
Let's get back into these games, boys. We've got 3 more to cover. So, Paul, I'll come to you next, mate. Palace away from home. Do you see
danger.
Tough, or is it a fucking job?
I think it'll be ride or grind, yeah. But like I say, they're losing them fans. We know what them fans are. All the tops off. They're worse than me at the games with the top off and swinging it around like the hooligans. You know what I mean? You know they're worse than me, but the no fans factor is going to play a big part with these smaller clubs. I'm telling you, it's going to play a massive part. After seeing them fixtures there, what you just said, so I am absolutely gutted we're not in this title race. Oh my God, imagine that. We was 2 points behind Liverpool. We've got these fixtures coming up.
Crazy, mate. Absolutely crazy, innit? So Paul's in with a comfy, well, not comfy, but an hard-fought win for Paul, sorry. Owen, where do you see this one, mate? I know you've been there before, haven't you? And
yeah.
It's one of them grounds that we've had some good games on. Close games every time, though. Like Paul's probably just nailed it there. It's always been tight.
I think we drew 0-0 there a couple of years ago. I was at that. And when we won with the RVP penalty, I was at that as well. Like, it's a proper old school ground. I do like it. It's a nice away day because it's a bit of a shithole. Like, you can still smoke outside. Everyone's smoking. Everyone's drinking. Like it's a good away there, and I'm gutted to be missing it, to be honest. Yeah. But like Palace home fans are fucking unreal, and I think removing them from the team is massive, and I think it kills them completely because they've got that sort of ultra section at the other end of the ground. They sing glad, they sing glad all over before every game, and it gets them up. Like it must get every Palace player up a bit, and they've looked quite well this season. They've done quite all right under Hodgson, to be honest, and they're quite well organised. So, like, I can see it being a tighter game, like Aaron said earlier, but I can see us coming out on top of a narrow victory, sort of like 2-1, maybe.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka going back to his old ground again, putting on a show.
Imagine, I think that would be the most, I think that would happen. Wan-Bissaka gets like a dodgy nick goal, like, off his head or something, like just.
It would be. We'd take anything, mate, wouldn't we? We'd take anything.
I can't wait to see all the Afro hairs and all that because they better not be getting no quarantine haircuts. I've had the dog clippers on these, as you know, mate. I'll tell you, I want to see some footballers with some afros kicking off.
Mate, I've seen some shockers. I think Aubameyang for one at Arsenal.
What happened to his? Did he have a toupee? Did it just go away or something, or what?
I think his hairline has just. It has been. It's been outed, hasn't it? Basically, when he's not got his do going on and he's got his Bel Air going over the top, it's he looks horrendous. Lingard's looks shocking as well. He just looks a mess.
What's happening with him? What has anything been confirmed with the contracts, Lingard?
He's doing MTV Cribs, mate. For God's sake,
is he actually?
He's done an MTV Cribs, yeah. It's on YouTube.
Is that still going?
I think
They must be desperate if they're asking Jesse Lingard to show.
Yeah,
you may as well come to my council gaff.
Jesse's gaff looks unreal, to be fair.
He's got a pad, mate. Swimming pool.
Yeah, he's bring him though, isn't he? But
he is. Yeah, true. Anyway, we're not going to see Jesse, I don't think, all season. So
what happened to the contracts when they run out of date on June the 31st?
I think they have announced. I think FIFA have said something regarding the contracts that with them leaving every single country. UEFA said it with leaving every country in charge of its own fate in terms of how they see their season panning out. Then contracts would pretty much suit how they want to do it. So if they finish the season there and then void it, then obviously contracts are up. Hence why Icardi has made it permanent at PSG. Their season's over. So Icardi has just been announced as a permanent deal now at PSG. Their PSG season's done and dusted, so that's fine for them. We can't go back and play for Inter, so it goes on with that, really. So we're not going to see anything until our season is done and dusted. But I just think it's just going to be a case of season closed and then bang, bang, bang. It's going to be like a free-for-all in the transfer market and contracts and everything's just going to go crazy.
There's not a lot of good players going out of contract, though, lads.
Well, that's not a lot of good players going out of contract, but that's when they're going to start upping the prices, aren't they, and trying to get the most out of it. That's where the money is, isn't it, with the good ones. Anyway, let's get back onto the next game. It doesn't even have to be brought up. It's United at home to Karen Brady. West Ham United at home. Owen, come to you first, mate. Go on, pal.
West Ham, got a good mate of mine is a West Ham fan, and their fans are great, but their club is just a fucking mess, man. I feel sorry for him because they are the dead. Because he had a spare ticket in the away end, so I went with him. It was away at Liverpool because we all hate the Scousers, so I thought I'd go with him. He had a spare ticket, and they're great fans and they're great crack. All of them, they're all sound. They're all great. Great support, but the way that club is run is just terrible. Just signing everyone who looks half decent. That's literally what it is. And and I think the media is kind of to blame for it as well. Because when we all discuss a player, we're all like, he'd be all right at West Ham or Everton. That's why they always they seem to get linked to anyone that has a half decent season. And they've just bought sort of average players. And they've just got a chock-a-block squad full of meh, Jack Wilshere and all that. They're a good bunch of fans, but they're fucking deluded about Mark Noble anyway, because I don't know what they see in him. But yeah, I can see this being a comfortable win, to be honest. Unless they could be fighting for their lives, though, because it is the second last game. It's the second last game, so it could be fighting for their lives. So you never know how much, they could all be offered a massive bonus if they stay up. So you never know.
Yeah, but think about United bonus for the top four. You know what I mean?
True.
I think there'd be probably more incentive because West Ham players, players. I think the West Ham players are them sort of players. Every single one of them. There's no you mentioned Noble then, but there's no alliance at all in them players. It's literally as soon as they get sent down or the season's over, they'll be looking for a move. They're like one of them clubs, aren't they, where players just go, they have a good season and then just move on. Completely.
Yeah, if Haller had a good season this year.
I don't see West Ham. Yeah. Paul, is it worth me asking you, mate?
No, you know what's interesting, though? Like I said, I just got the league table up now because been gone for time. No one knows where I am. But as you say, them games, they are easy games as you say it now, but under normal circumstances, these games we are playing the Villas, Bournemouth, West Ham, Brighton, all these are in the bottom half. These have all got a chance to get them. And in a normal circumstance, these would be tough games. But like we say there, without the fans, these West Hams I don't see anything other than walking apart. I know they're fighting for their lives, joint relegation, but the fans play a massive part. Everyone knows it when you go into a West Ham's and they're fighting. They've got to win to stay up in the Premier League. The fans are up for it. And I think that we keep going back to it, but it's going to play a massive part. With no fans, that run we've got is easier. With fans, different kettle of fish.
Yeah, totally. So that basically brings us right down to the last game of the season. On paper, in terms of the league table, the only team above us in this last 9 games in the table, and that's Leicester away. But like I said, this is a Leicester team now who I've made the point of making where are their heads at exactly, because they would have been banking on the likes of Chelsea, United, all these teams like Wolves. They'd have been banking on them playing 2 games a week, Europa League football, Champions League football going through. Leicester have got where they are because they haven't had any disruptions in midweek. They've had few games to prepare for, and it's worked for them. It has worked for them, but they're dipping now. They're starting to dip now. 5 points out of the last 15 before the coronavirus hit. Yeah, maybe it's the break that they needed. But where are they going to be? Are they going to be fighting for top 4? Are they going to be out of it? Are they going to be comfortably in top 4 already? It all depends on what they've got to play for the last game of the season. I would have thought Owen.
Yeah, massively. If they can, if it could come down to it that on that day that either one of us is in 4th or 5th. Like
Exactly
that could
be a final.
It could essentially be the top 4 final, and you can imagine how Sky Sports are going to fucking promote that if it is that's their wet dream essentially. If the possibility of that, but I don't know. Like Leicester haven't always been known of having a mental fan base. I don't think the fans have always pushed them over.
You've got the clappers, mate. They got the clappers going.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, that would just frustrate me and want to beat them more if I was a player for the opposition. But I don't know. I've got a mate of mine who's a Leicester fan, and we had a bet who'd finish higher at the start of the season for 40 quid. So I'm hoping that we can overtake them for that sake. But I can't. I don't know. Leicester, they've done well under Rodgers. They've got a good side, but I think a lot of their side has been overhyped because of the English thing. And I think they've got quite lucky with Vardy, how Vardy has been banging them in. I think, if you're looking at expected goals, he was a lot lower than what he actually is at. He's just been very clinical this year, and it's just been quite lucky. So it's a difficult one. Hopefully that I can see Leicester being the ones that slip out of it, and us and Chelsea the ones that get 3rd and 4th.
So what do you reckon, mate? What's the score you're going for?
I'm gonna go 2-1 United.
2-1 United. He's going for the win. Paul, where are you at with this one, mate? Do you see this as a banana skin as such?
Yeah, like I said, Leicester don't thrive on the fans. They have got a decent team as it is. They do play good football under Brendan Rodgers. They have been one of the most improved teams under the new manager. Brendan Rodgers smashed it there. I tell you, he's got that. Listen, for me, I hate Brendan Rodgers, mate. But the football he's got playing there, I would have at United any day. I'm telling you, the way he's got them team playing. So I think that this will be our toughest game of the season. It will be Leicester. Home and away, does it really matter? Are they really? But it depends where we both sit at the end. When it comes to the final day, this could be a very big game to pen out where we finish in the season.
Very, very true. What are you going with, Paul, mate?
I think a draw.
You're going draw.
Yeah, Leicester don't thrive on the fans. The other teams we played do thrive with the fans. The fans get them going.
It's a fair point. Leicester don't.
Yeah, it is a fair point because the quality, aren't they? They are a quality team.
To come downstairs to the shout. Just sit up there with the kids, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what. We're having words after this. She wanted a vodka, she ran out.
Oh, man. Right. So, as 9 games goes, you've all been pretty confident, to be honest. So, Owen and Aaron, with your tally, you've come out at 25 points each, which puts United comfortably on 70 points.
Yeah.
Paul, you've come out with 23, 2 less with the 2 draws. No defeats
Two
at all
less.
for
I'm the
anyone.
most optimistic fan ever. Right.
Yeah,
what
but you've
way
had 2
are you
draws.
think?
You had 2
my
draws.
God, right, I want to change them to wins.
Paul, you come bottom tonight of the league,
Oh
mate.
my God.
Imagine you're the least optimistic out of the fucking 3 of us that are on.
Thinking we got a chance
Fucking
to
hell, mate.
Liverpool. Oh my
It's
God.
gone on from smashing them 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. You're bottom of the league, Paul. What's happened?
Paul's top on goal difference. Paul wins the goal difference.
Yeah, you're definitely getting goal difference, mate. You are. But no,
No,
Paul
you know
gives
what?
us.
I'm going to enjoy watching it again. I really am.
Yeah.
Like say, what's that? It'd be good. It's not going to be the same. It'd be good to get back. And the fact is, Liverpool are going to win it, but they couldn't have won it in the most circumstances ever. No fans there. You know what I mean? No parade. No Abramovich last minute 80 minute goal to seal the league title after 30 years. None of that. They're not even going to be able to pass a Premier League trophy over. And that's what's helping me get by now. There's more positive. There's more positives in my head than negatives. Liverpool are going to win the league. Yeah, so what? No fans there. Woo! No parade. Woo!
They'll surely celebrate like fuck though in the town, no?
Hey, have you not seen that police thing you can report where you can report neighbours partying? I'll be at Liverpool that night. As soon as I hear music and a few people, I'll be on that £800 you get each time. I'm going to report every Scouse cunt over there partying, celebrating winning that league. I'm telling you, I'll be in the money after that. Don't you worry about that.
Hey, you can't be a grass, mate. No one's having it. We can't be grasses.
Scousers, mate. Hey, £100 a go, neighbour.
Forget furlough. Paul's on it.
Furlough? I don't need it. I'll be buying Old Trafford. I'll be buying the Glazers out after that. After how much partying I see in Liverpool and report, I'll buy the Glazers out with how much money I'm going to earn off this.
Paul, you're going to be willing to watch them cunts celebrating winning the league?
No, I'm just going to report them. I'll just report them. No, it's not though. It's like you say, you can't.
It's going to be a low. Yeah, it's going to be a low scoring one.
30 years they've waited. They've got the best team ever. Smashing the league, and they're doing what? No parade. They're not even going to be able. Are they going to be able to pass a trophy down? A trophy down to each other? I can't see that happening. I believe Henderson will be picking it up, and that's it. It's not going to get passed along like, yay! You know. That's the thing is, that's one thing I remember. Sir Alex Ferguson's last game at Old Trafford when we won the league, we had the flags, champions 20 on it. Sir Alex Ferguson give the best speech ever, the farewell speech. They were a dry eye inside. Back Moyes, don't worry, we'll do it. But he finished 6, you come. So now we're on his fucking back. But that's a different story. But Liverpool are getting that moment. That moment still lives with me now, and Liverpool are not getting that moment, and that. As bitter as it sounds, I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's it.
We're in the living room, 2 meter distancing. Yeah, go on, Endo. Go on, Salah. 2 meters. Whoa. 2 meters, 2 meters. You know what I mean? Hey, I didn't have no 2 meters when I seen us win the league last time. How about that? I was with me.
I think we're going to see Paul on the news at some point over the next few weeks, you know.
What Paul's saying there, it's like when he's saying about, you know, if you can't pass it to a player, it's like what I said last week about the whole like wearing masks and sitting apart on the bench. Once you're on the pitch of each other and you're in a dressing room, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if you handed them the trophy. When you go into Tesco, she scans your shopping, you put it in the bag, don't you? Like, doesn't matter. She's touching all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but how bad would it look for the Premier League if they're passing this trophy down and then they're in the change rooms? You know, when we see the Keanos with a bottle of champagne in his mouth, and they can't do all that because they're
going to do it at home anyway, regardless of whether they do it on the telly.
Don't put it on social media, and Liverpool fans can't see him celebrating winning the league. I'm happy with that. Do it behind closed doors. Don't show us, and then no one knows. I'll deny it when they say, "Oh, he was all partying." No, they won't. Show me. No one put it on social media, so it didn't happen. They won the league. They went home and started stroking the dog, fed the dog, went in the garden because you got to keep 2 meter distance, and went right. Is that it? Yeah.
Well, it's like
when it matters. Win it when it matters.
If they do put it up, if they do put it up and we do see any of it,
I'll be
Paul's just going to be straight on. Paul's going to be straight on, claiming he's £100 a man. He's got a full Liverpool squad.
Are they still doing that?
I don't even know, to be fair. I thought it was a scandal the way it was anyway. How can you actually influence people? I got fucking dole heads next door to me. Imagine if they see me partying, they'd be on the phone every 2 minutes to get the dole up. You know what I mean? How's that possible, mate? It's not happening. Can't happen.
No. So that pretty much sums us up, boys, that one. Because
it does, especially with Liverpool. Like, we hate it. Of course,
it's just what it is. Hoping for better times next season.
Listen, we've got the better deal. We have got the better deal here. No danger I've got the better deal than they have. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it, boys. You've both put United in a comfortable position. I think, like I said at the start, it's going to be a low-scoring fourth spot this year, fourth or third, because Owen, with 8 wins and 1 draw, you put us at 70 points. So to get past 70 points, we have to win every game. But we're only 3 points. We're only 3 points away from fourth now, so it's going to be a low one. I think Leicester is 7 above us, I think, from what I can see.
7.
From what I can remember, sorry.
So, like Leicester.
Leicester apparently have got a tougher run, though.
Have they?
Yeah, they've got a tougher run in terms of the games, and so have Chelsea.
I mean, I think teams play. If Liverpool are in that run, I think Liverpool are gonna, like that. Someone was saying, if Liverpool win the league after 2 games, probably they're gonna probably try and use it as a pre-season, which makes complete and total sense. And I think teams that are playing for nothing will use it as a pre-season, the last sort of 3 or 4 games. So if you're safe and you're like between, say, like 13th and 9th or whatever in that sort of position, you're just going to start to play throughout your squad, see what your best team is for next year, because you're probably not going to get a pre-season.
That's it. It is. Anyway, boys, I'm going to finish us up there. Paul, you playing poker, mate?
Yeah, you know me, Sunday poker.
Yeah, Sunday poker.
Back in work now, I'm going to wake up with a banging headache thinking,
we all are, mate. Anyway, everyone who's come on in the comment section, thanks for tuning in. All the super chats, cheers very much. Owen, good luck at your funeral tomorrow, mate.
Yeah,
Paul,
cheers,
good luck at your poker, mate, tonight. Be good in the morning, pal. Stay safe. Everybody, take it easy. If you want to see more of me, then you'll catch me on the United Stand again as usual at 8 o'clock. Owen, just give us a shout out to your socials, mate. I know you've got it on the screen there.
Yeah, on the screen there, Cotty Red 99 on YouTube, and that Owen Roch 1 on Instagram. Give me check it out if you want to have a bit of a laugh.
Yep, I can give you Paul's social media, which is Liverpool Void at Barrett123.
Exactly. I've only got 8 weeks to go and I'm back. Once you've won it and the dust has settled, I'm back on that Twitter.
Yeah, Paul, I'm going to get Paul's going to be on live with me as well. We're going to have a drink in the garden and do one of these live shows one day when they let us all loose again.
You know what
we'll get everyone round.
Live match. Let's do a fucking live match.
Oh.
Live match, mate.
I'll get you one.
Get the train down, kid. We'll keep 2 meter distance. I'm on it, mate. You get me a vodka. I'll bring me vodka. You bring the Coke. We are on it, mate. Vodka and Coke.
Fuck it. I'll drive up to Manchester. Do it in the driveway. Just put a telly in the driveway.
Hey, we can 2 households can mix after tomorrow, so we're laughing.
Yeah, we're all right. We'll do it.
You 2 can class as brothers. We'll mix it.
Yeah, with a bearded, and then we've got Dad.
Yeah. Look at that, Paul. I'll get him up, mate. I'm with me. Them 2 are brothers.
Everyone knows you on my street anyway, mate. I've already warned them again, so they won't grass you up. Everyone, take it easy. You be good, stay safe, and I will catch you on United Stand, and obviously in the week with another video. I'll probably go live again because time is short now, because we're back in work and life is getting back to normal. Take it easy, people. Stay safe. I will catch you soon. Bye-bye.